I'm Josh Light with PoliticIt.com here in Tampa, Florida with Thomas Wright. How are you doing today, Thomas?
Great. Good to have you guys over here.
Well, thank you, Thomas. Tell us about the convention. What did you like about it?
Oh, there was a lot of great highlights. The first was Congressman Chaffetz speaking. Mia Love hit it out of the park. She brought the House down with a really positive message, but a tough message on President Obama that we're not going to take his politics anymore. And then I thought Ann Romney was fantastic. She really is authentic. She understands what it's like to be an American, and she's really connecting well with the women voters.
And let's talk about some Utah politics.
Yeah.
The Crockett-McAdams race.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Oh, Mark Crockett is clearly a strong candidate. He's going to do well in that race. And Ben McAdams is good. I think it's a little early for him. I think he'll be a seasoned politician at some point, but Mark Crockett's the seasoned, experienced veteran that our county needs running its budget.
We looked at the Mia Love, Jim Matheson race,
Yeah.
and we actually had Mia Love winning with a higher IT score, and she actually went up, or IT score actually went up pre-convention.
Yeah.
Why do you think people like her so much in the online world?
Oh, because she's authentic and she's telling people the truth, and that is that we can't live out of control. I mean, we can't have our government spending more than it takes in. We can't have a $16 trillion deficit. We can't not balance our budget. And Jim Matheson's been there for 12 years. He hasn't been able to pass much legislation, and people recognize that, and I think they're ready for a change. And Mia presents a fabulous opportunity for the constituents in the 4th District to be on the national stage on day one.
And in the Utah convention, there was some controversy in District 2.
Yeah.
Do you have some commentary on that?
Oh, well, hey, it wouldn't be a complete convention without a little bit of controversy, but you never like to see that happen. I mean, you had a lot of candidates run and spend a lot of time, a lot of money, and you just hate to see anything like that happen. It still bothers me a little bit, I won't lie. But our nominee's Chris Stewart. We support him, and we're excited to see him become a congressman.
And what about other races? District 3?
Oh, well, Jason Chaffetz is a strong candidate. I don't think we're too worried about that, and so we'll look forward to his reelection.
In District 1, Rob Bishop?
Oh, you have to love Rob Bishop, one of my personal favorites. Very genuine guy, very witty, very fun to be around. There's nobody funner to sit around with for a half an hour and have a conversation with than Rob. And he has an opponent, but Rob's been there for his constituents. They know he knows them, and he's as good as they get. I like his chances.
And how about District 2 with Chris Stewart?
Chris has a good challenger in Jay Siegmiller, but Chris is working really hard, and that he's not taking anything for granted. He's not assuming that he's going to win. He's traveling all the way to the southern part of the state. He's raising a lot of money. He's getting his message out. He's having cottage meetings, and when you work hard, you win, and so we like his chances there too.
How is the Utah Republican Party using social media?
Oh, we're using it every day. We're doing daily tweets. We have a good Facebook page that we put out. And, what we try to do is we try to connect people with the events that are going on. We try to connect them with our candidates and campaigns. And we've also done a good job fundraising on it. So, there's always room for improvement, but we've really made a push this year to use it. We have a good digital media strategy, and it's been successful.
What do you think about the Ron Paul supporters and the delegates and all that issue that's been going on here?
Well, like I said, a convention would never be complete without a little bit of controversy. And, some of the Ron Paul delegates have a point, and I think their point was heard. But I think that it's important at any convention to go through the proper channels to make things happen. There's committees that happen before the convention, and there's votes that happen before the convention floor. And I never personally like to see people shouting from the upper decks and disrupting speakers and interrupting the chairman. I think it can be borderline disrespectful sometimes. But when you feel like you have a point and you feel like you haven't been listened to, then I can see that point of view of wanting to speak up and wanting to be heard.
Do you think Ron Paul supporters are going to vote for Mitt Romney come November?
I think they will. I mean, look, what's the alternative? I mean, if you're a libertarian and you like the Ron Paul message, you can't vote for President Obama. And if they do, then out of spite, well, then I guess they do. But Mitt Romney's the clear choice. I think the party's rallying around him. I know in Utah we have a lot of liberty-leaning folks, and I know they're going to support Mitt Romney, so it's exciting.
Well, thanks, Thomas.
Yeah, thanks for having me.